The world is
currently experiencing a mental health crisis. Odds are someone close to you, maybe a family member or friend, has had experience with mental illness. Statistics estimate that 1 in 4 adults suffer from a diagnosed or undiagnosed mental disorder within a given year. Mental illnesses encompass a wide range of psychological conditions that affect millions of people worldwide, influencing their thoughts, emotions, behaviors, and overall well-being. Its prevalence is significant and growing, with disorders such as depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, and schizophrenia being among the most common. Despite increased awareness, mental health issues often remain underreported and undertreated due to stigma, lack of resources, and insufficient access to care. Stigma plays a huge role in preventing mental illnesses or disorders from being properly treated. This issue is what I choose to do my research on. To what extent does stigma affect and/or inhibit mental health treatment? Before delving into this question, we should first ask ourselves, but what actually is mental health treatment? Generally, mental health treatment is aimed at improving the well-being and functioning of individuals experiencing psychological distress or disorders. This can look like psychotherapy, medication, lifestyle interventions, or hospitalization. Treatment looks different for everyone, and effective forms often involve a combination of these approaches tailored to the individual's needs, preferences, and the specific nature of their mental health condition. This is where the problem arises. Stigma surrounding mental health treatment remains a significant barrier to seeking and receiving care, perpetuating cycles of silence and suffering for those affected by mental illness. Rooted in misconceptions, prejudice, and fear, these stigmas manifest in various forms, including societal judgment, self-stigmatization, and discrimination within healthcare settings. They often stem from a lack of understanding, resulting in individuals being labeled, marginalized, or even treated differently due to their mental health struggles. This graph might help you to understand the extent of this issue. The circle on the left shows statistics from 2019, the dark blue 43% representing people with mental illnesses who have received treatment and supports, and the yellow 57% representing those with mental illness who have not received treatment or support. The circle on the right shows statistics from 2021, which is just 2 years later. This graph shows that 34% of people with mental illness have received treatment or support, while a whopping 66% have not. Inspired by these startling statistics, my research focused on investigating mental health treatment stigmas amongst different cultures, age groups, and settings. As of now, there are approximately 3,814 cultures across the globe. Naturally, each one is accompanied by a completely unique approach to mental illness. Cultural beliefs and norms significantly influence perceptions of mental health treatment and contribute to stigma, with variations across different societies. One of the journal articles I read was about Spanish-speaking Latino immigrant communities in Baltimore, Maryland. Through surveys, researchers found 3 variables that were associated with personal mental health treatment stigmas. 1 was a high importance of religion, 2 was the male gender, and 3, a less than high school level education. By embracing cultural diversity and promoting education and empathy across societies, we can move towards a more inclusive understanding of mental health, where individuals view seeking help as a strength rather than a weakness. Similarly, age groups experience mental health treatment stigmas in very unique ways that present their own challenges. Young people often face peer judgment and misunderstanding, which can discourage them from seeking help, while older adults may grapple with generational norms that view mental health issues as weaknesses or simply a part of aging, thus underreporting symptoms. Most of the information I encountered during my research reported on younger age groups. One journal article analyzed adolescent-based subreddits that discussed the authenticity of depression and found that some users were accused and ridiculed for having fake depression. Furthermore, a study conducted in the United Kingdom revealed that a majority of caregivers to young peoples aged 9 to 17 with mental illness held stigmas that restricted the children from receiving the treatment that they needed. Another study based in Australia assessed the quality of mental health support young peoples leaving prison received. The results revealed very little to no support, even though the demographic was far more susceptible to mental illness. Addressing mental health treatment stigma across different age groups is essential for creating a supportive environment where individuals, regardless of age, can seek and receive the help they need without fear of judgment, paving the way for a healthier, more compassionate society. Finally, the setting in which mental health treatment is sought or provided can significantly influence stigma experienced by individuals. In environments where mental illness is not openly discussed or is misunderstood, such as certain workplaces, schools, or communities, Individuals may fear judgment or appraisal, leading to reluctance in seeking help. One example of this I encountered during my research was among nurses and the healthcare community. You would think that nurses, the ones providing care, would not be afraid of seeking out care for themselves, right? Wrong. Despite increased mental illness rates among nurses as a result of the pandemic, many reported that hospital communities produced stigmas against mental health treatment. Furthermore, a Slovenian study analyzed the quality of care within psychiatric hospitals compared to the psychiatric wards of general hospitals. It was found that patients within general hospitals reported less stigma than those in designated psychiatric hospitals. This begs the question, if mental health treatment stigma is prevalent within the mental health services themselves, the services meant to protect us from such things, how are we supposed to eradicate it? Mental health treatment stigma exists everywhere, across cultures, age groups, and settings. Everyone deserves to receive the treatment that they need without prejudice or judgment. Even if it doesn't affect you, it most likely affects someone you love. So that leaves us with one more question. What are you going to do about it?